Welcome to Olay Conversations. Somebody once said that youth is wasted on the young. Well, not for this young lady who's definitely seizing every moment of being young, optimizing her potentials by blogging, designing, or simply having fun, and in the process, influencing and touching people's lives for the better.
This person, I don't know her, she just tagged me on Twitter and said na, you know what, di naman maganda yan eh, nadadala lang ng damit niya. Yung ganon. So ako lang, I just answered na. In a nice way naman, I said na, that's why I'm not a beauty queen, I'm a fashion blogger.
What is it like to be a blogger? What is it like to be a top blogger? What is it like to be Camille Co? Here's my conversation with her. Maraming salamat, Camille.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Okay, you were saying you're nervous. What do you do when you're nervous?
I try to pretend that I'm not. I try to make myself believe I'm not.
How's that? You do an internal conversation. I'm not nervous.
I'm not nervous. Don't mess this up.
Aside from this conversation, what makes you nervous?
Usually these are unguarded moments, the unscripted moments. I don't really get nervous whenever I'm in front of the camera or if I post for my blog. I don't get nervous, but whenever it's like this, when it's unguarded, then I'm nervous.
Take me to your life as a blogger. I want to understand more your life as a blogger. Exactly what makes a blogger a blogger?
I guess number one, of course, you have to have a blog. That's a given. Number two, and the most important thing for me is you have to be passionate about what that is you're blogging about. So you can be a food blogger, you can be a travel blogger, but as long as you have a blog and you document something that you're passionate about, then I think you're a blogger.
When you are a fashion blogger, pwede ka bang sumulat tungkol sa mga bagay na may kinalaman sa pagkain and other stuff outside of fashion?
I think so. That's why I'm always so against it whenever people say that, you know what, you're blogging the wrong way. Because I think for me, there's no wrong way of blogging. It's supposed to be something really personal for you. Like for me, in my case, I call myself a personal style blogger, that type of fashion blogger. So there's no distinct set of rules for you in order for you to blog. I think that it's just showing people my personality and just blogging about it and letting it like reflect on my blog.
So is that good? Is that bad? That there are no rules in blogging?
You were asking me if I could just write about my travels, my food, the things that I like. Yes, you can, because it's your blog, it's your page, it's your voice.
Did you always love fashion?
Yes.
From the very beginning?
Yeah.
As a child?
Yes.
Kikay ka na talaga?
Oo, ayokong maglakad nung nag-flower girl ako kasi nawawala yung isang glove ko. My
Kailangan
mom told
meron?
me, yeah.
Ganon. Ano pa? Tell me more.
Whenever I'd buy Barbies, hindi yung mga bahay yung binibili ko. I'd buy the sets of clothes. And then I'd bedazzle them.
The best thing said about you as a blogger?
That my style is versatile. That's the best thing for me.
Which means that it can go for any type or...
Yes, that it can go for any type. That no matter what style I'm going for, they still know that Camille yan. So it's versatile pero Camille.
How do you handle people who hate you?
Oh. Like random strangers.
You have followers, you have fans, you have bashers, you have haters. How do you handle them?
Honestly, before I'd get affected. But then now, it's just, I just think of it na, for that one person who hates you, there are 10 people who love you even more. So instead of focusing on the negative, just focus on the positive.
But you don't deny yourself from the bad comments, for example.
In my blog and in my personal accounts,
okay.
it's actually easier because I think my readers are pretty nice. So I don't get a lot of those things. Siguro I just don't Google yung mga things na akala nila hindi makikita to ni Camille. So I don't Google, I don't search, ganon. There are some people that I answer.
Who are these people that you answer? Who are these people that you answer?
Like, there are a few instances na talagang I answered back. Like, sabi niya, naku, baka nanonood siya. Ano kasi, this person, I don't know her, she just tagged me on Twitter and said na, you know what, di naman maganda yan eh, nadadala lang ng damit niya. Yung ganon. So, ako lang, I just answered na. In a nice way naman, I said na, that's why I'm not a beauty queen, I'm a fashion blogger. That's why, yun yung sa akin na parang, pwede mong insultuhin yung damit ko and stuff like that. At least constructive. Wag na yung physical kasi I'm a fashion blogger naman.
You must be very busy.
Yes, yes.
What time do you start your day and what time do you end your day?
I start at 9 and I end...
In the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And I end up to Sawa. So...
Okay, so what happens in the morning? Like, do you start by photographing yourself or do you have someone to photograph you? What happens?
Well, in the morning, I can try to photograph stuff that I need to photograph. And then I go to my office, to my store, since I also design. There, I answer emails, I set up meetings, and then I take photographs of myself. Usually, it's my driver or my assistant or my friend, random ano lang.
Talaga? Like, let's talk about your driver. Is he trained? I mean, did you train him to photograph you?
He's been our driver since I wasn't even born yet.
Okay.
So he's been with us for more than 25 years.
So there is no professional photographer who follows Camille around to take your photos. Otherwise, you can also take your own photos.
Yes.
Give us tips on how to take good selfies.
Siguro the tip is if you're doing it from your phone, from a high angle, para ano?
Bakit high angle?
Para lumiliit siya, yung dito.
Alright. Pero saan dapat tumaharap? Against the light? Merong ganun,
If
di ba?
this is the light source, face the light.
If
Para
this
your
is the
skin
light
is so,
source, face the light. Okay.
Yes, your skin's so radiant. Ganon.
Well, talking about your skin, you have a busy day, 9 o'clock in the morning up to Sawa. How do you take care of your skin and how do you make sure it remains radiant?
My beauty regimen. Well, of course, I cleanse, tone, and moisturize. That's really important. The first thing and the last thing I do is cleanse my face. And of course, you have to maintain. Because for me, I'm in the blogging industry, so people really see me all the time in photos and in shoots. So you have to take care of your skin. Of course, it's not always perfect. Kung may iwasan, magkaka-freckles ka, magkaka-blemishes ka, dark spots. So that's where I use Olay White Radiance. It's just, I was so amazed with how effective it was. Parang konting ganun lang, nag-fade na yung blemish ko.
How long have you been using Olay?
Oh my, since I was young. I was using Olay since I was young pa. Because my mom is an Olay user. So
Okay.
she introduced me to Olay.
So namana sa mami.
Yes.
Okay.
Lahat ng skin rituals ko naman na kay mommy. She'd always tell me, you know what, your skin, that's your best asset. You should take care of it.
You should, and it shows.
Thank you.
And nakinig ka kay mami.
Noong una, hindi. Tapos nung nakita ko na yung effects, sige na nga.
No, especially, in a job like yours, di ba? Minsan ba, do you get tired because of what people expect you to be?
Yes, to be honest. Oo. Parang they expect you to always be picture perfect.
Yes.
And for me kasi, ang hirap nun, hindi naman ako celebrity na may entourage nag-aayos sa akin all the time. So, that's why skin is so important. Kasi if you have healthy skin, then it's so easy to prep na. Sometimes you can go out without makeup pa. And they'd still feel na, uy, ganda pa rin ang skin niya, it's still so radiant.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Do you consider 25 to be old or young?
I consider it as both old and young. Because you're at the middle, I think you're at a crossroads wherein you have one foot in here and one foot on the other. Like, I'm still in my 20s, so people still think of me as someone who's very young, who's always so fun, and you're so open to experimenting, so open to new things. Like, you're still very doe-eyed, ganon. Parang looking forward to things. And then on the other, since you're nearing the 30s na, parang you feel like you're just parang natapos mo na isang quarter eh. So you're feeling a little bit more mature na, you feel that you should make more responsible decisions. So you're really at the middle, you're at the crossroads.
Is it a good place?
Yes, I
It
love
is.
it.
Why are you happy to be 25?
Because I'm proud of everything that I've achieved at 25 years old. That's why I'm...
And when you talk about achievements, what are these achievements that you're talking about?
You know, when you're at certain stages in your life, you always have different sets of goals for yourself. So I guess I'm just so proud of the fact that I've been able to keep myself on track all these years. That when I was in school, I excelled in school. When I was in college, I still excelled. And now that I'm actually working, I'm still trying my best to excel. And that I'm proud of the fact that all these achievements that I've had, being part of the honor roll, being part of this interview, being a designer, all these were dreams before. And now they're actually reality. So those are the achievements for me.
How is your business coexist? As a designer, how are you doing?
It's good. I'm happy that it's not just the younger set, that I actually have older people coming to me now. I have weddings now, so it's really good. It's very rewarding.
You want to design your own wedding gown.
Before I didn't want to,
Why not?
because I wanted to experience being a bride and being dressed by my dream designer.
Who is?
Carrie Santiago. Before, I really want to, because I want to be a Carrie Santiago bride.
And then you change your mind. Now you want to design your own wedding
Now
gown
that I'm actually
because
designing wedding gowns now for different brides, I enjoy it, and I like the. I think if I design my own wedding gown, it's more personal and more parang it's fuss free. Parang mas hindi ako stress because I know exactly what I want.
and as a blogger, you're doing very well.
I hope so.
I mean, like 10 years from now, where do you go? Where do you see yourself?
You know what? In blogging, we always talk about this. We always talk amongst ourselves. Do you think you're still blogging after 10 years? I always
And
say.
you guys say,
Others say no. I feel that it's possible. I think it's very possible, but it's just that it will evolve with you. I don't think I'm going to blog about fashion, just fashion. I think if I become a mom, I'd be blogging about mommy stuff.
plus fashion.
Yes,
Okay.
and then it'd be more lifestyle, ganon.
Last question. Ultimate dream.
To be designing or blogging. In
Both.
designing
I
or
mean, we're
blogging.
talking about both.
Sige, separate.
Sige
When
nga.
it comes to blogging, my dream is to get invited into like all the major fashion weeks. And to actually
And you're talking about New
cover.
York, Milan.
I just want, para lang,
Paris.
feeling ko it's going to open doors and for us. Kasi I want more Filipinos to go to those, parang mas ma-recognize yung
Okay.
blogging industry here in the
So that's for
Philippines.
blogging. For designing.
For designing, to be as good as Carrie Santiago.
Maraming salamat, Camille.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a journey it is for Camille Co. For someone who's always in front of the camera, whose daily life is documented in her blog, she knows what's going to happen in 10 and 20 years. But she also knows in her heart that some of the most exciting things she doesn't know yet. What we know though, for Camille Co, the best is yet to come. This is Boy Abunda for Olay Conversations.
I am Camille. I am proud that I followed my bliss and that my work is my passion. I am proud to be 25 years old and I'm looking forward for more spotless years to come. I am proud to be an Olay woman.